All right, I think we are live. So I'm going to start the tutorial. So in this tutorial, I'll do some floral, which is my favorite subject to paint, and I'm going to paint. Just going to make sure one more thing before we start. Um, okay, I don't think they give me the option to record it from live stream. Okay, good. Alrighty, so the material that I'm using today in today's floral composition is the sketchbook, which is the Etcher Lab sketchbook. It's this sketchbook that I think Everyday Sketchbook it's called, the one with the white canvas on the top. The other thing, I have my watercolor palette here. I use these tiny palette just to mix the colors because I don't mix a lot of colors, so I can use anything that I have over here. I'm using the Princeton Heritage round size 6 brush. It has seen better days, but I always put it in water and drain the water and always come back nice and round. So what we'll be doing here is we'll start doing some florals. And to do the florals, we'll start with a very nice, red color, whatever your favorite red color is or reddish color is. I'm going to pick up some colors from the palette and have a concentrated mix of colors right over here. And the reason is when I'm going to start my first rows, we're going to do very loose florals. So I'm just picking color at the top or the tip of my brush. And we're going to start to create some shapes that resembles the flower arrangement that I have. Just give me one little second. I need just to pull up that image in front of me so I can paint from it. There you go, my reference photo. Right, so the composition starts with a small flower at the bottom here. So basically the way we're going to paint this flower, we'll start from the center by creating small C shapes that very loosely creating, some structures and shapes here at the bottom. And then I'm going to wash the brush, drain a little bit of water there, and come back at the edges here and try to create the petals out of these colors in here. So what I'm going to do here, I'm just going to have the tip touch it, and then you can see how the water bleeds and it creates the reminders of the flower. So again, I just want it to bleed right here. And this is the first flower. So try to go with your brush very loosely and see what comes out of it. I'm bringing some colors here, and I'm dapping the color at certain angles just to create a little bit of dip. So we're going to do this one more time. So we're bringing concentrated paint, right? And I'm just going to create a center here and a little bit like that. So it's not creating any particular shape, but I'm just wanted to create a petal here and another one here. So we're just bringing some concentrated pigment. After that, we're going to wash the brush. Not a lot of water. I think what happened here, there was a lot of water and a lot of bleeding. So here, there is not a lot of water. So what I'm going to do, I'm just going to drag this like so. And you can see here, I'm taking some water, draining the excess, and then just dragging it just one teeny tiny touch point over here, and then again here, we're just going to do the same, just drag it around and around like so, okay? And that's going to create the shape of the rose. And as we go to the periphery, just have a little bit of a, scribble around. And then after that, bring the concentrated pigment and just create some added petals between them. So no particular shapes because we're going very loosely. So these are going to be the shapes that we're going with right now. Okay. And if you feel that the colors are so intense, come at the side and just try to make it a little bit more loose. In the center again, I add more pigments. So this is two nice roses here. And then we can create the third one a little bit lighter, and we can put it right over here. So we'll start by the tip and then have the brush slides. And this is a dry brush. So I'm going to wet it a little bit, have it slide like so, and then just slide it this way and that way. So have fun with the brush and have it go in different directions, and then see what kind of shape, petal shapes did your brush end up having, right? So don't be so strict on the on your image of how the final shape should look like. Just have fun and slide your brush on the paper and see what comes out of it. Now we're going to go with the greens, and when we're mixing the greens, I mix them with a little bit of red or a little bit of brown. Sometime with indigo blue, that will give us very nice dark color. So that's what I like to mix them with, the indigo blue, if I want this very dark hue. Okay, so I'm going to go now with a little bit lighter colors of leaves. The way to do the leaves, you're just going to touch the tip here and press and go, tip, press and go. And don't be afraid to use it in many directions and in many forms as well, right? And try to use different values. This is a little bit of a cold color, maybe. I don't know. I feel it's a little bit bluish. And it's perhaps the nature of the green that I picked up. It has a little bit more blue. I like this color better. So it doesn't have a lot of blue to it, but I'm adding my own blue to it. This is the color that I like most, right? Okay, so now we're just gonna add one more leaf here. So you can either draw your leaf and go to, along with it, or you can do the tip, belly, and up, tip, belly, and up. And as you drag, just try to drag your leaf, and you can always add small leaves, like some airy effects here and there. I feel it adds up to the painting. It makes it looks nice. Okay. So the other so these are the three nice I think they're nice roses. If you have the bleeding happen in the and you don't like it, just bring the tip of your paper and just dab it like so. And this is going to bleed more than I wanted, so I'm just going to dab it and stop the bleeding right now. Okay, I forgot what color I have here. Green. Okay, so I have green, so I'm just going to create maybe right over here a branch. And one of the ways to create the greenery is I'm having a really concentrated and loaded pigment in here of brown. And then I'm going to wash my brush, dab it, bring the green, and just let the leaves bleed like that, right? So give you a very nice bleeding effect, like so. There you go. Okay, so those are more another way of creating greens. Okay. And we can do another brush, maybe like so. And this time we're not mixing color. We're just touching, we're just putting our brush down like that. Right, so now we're going to bring the lighter shades, yellowy colors of the roses in that formation. So then I'm going to take a little bit of this maybe beige color, almost like I think pastels in this palette. Going to mix it with a little bit of yellow. Just have a lot of waters because I don't want it to be too dark. And then I have this almost like vintagey, yeah, it's like almost vintage color of a, oh, this is too bright, I don't want this color, of a pink. I think this one is more vintagey as well. It's not very, yeah, this is more to the orange color, so I don't like that one. Okay, so what we're going to mix, we're going to mix this paint together with the yellow to create a pinkish color. I'm going to take a little bit of the Payne's gray here, just to create a little bit of white, which is really, really light Payne's gray. Okay, so in the center, we're going to do the same process. So we start with a big flower here. This is maybe not very obvious, so I'm just going to take a little bit of more yellow, make a green in the center. So again, very loose, formation like that. It is too much of a green, so I'm just going to take some color out. I'm going to bring the pink here and a lot of water, and I'm just going to drag it from the side like so, right? And you can create the shape that you want by just loosely move the brush around. So one of the ways that you can move the brush around, you can have the brush go, hello, my trusty helper, Yaqub.
Hello. How's everyone doing?
So it's there's a delay a little bit. I don't think your face will show. So one of the way that we'll do it, if you do a small line here, it will be very thin line. But if you do a nice press,
Wait, are you
and
putting
up,
your AirPods on?
no,
Wait, log in on
and
your-
up. The reason you're not hearing it, I'm turning off the video here. Yeah. And then we're going to do another rose over here, which is again a lot of C shapes. So the C shapes you can start like this with the coma shapes or C shapes, swirly shapes. Just do it whatever shapes you want to do it. Make it organic, make it quick. Don't really worry too much about it. Bring the pink and slide your brush on the side like so. And again, slide it on the side and once more. And then just loosely go around and create that rose shape. Now I'm going to go with more yellow. I'm going to create the petal here. The yellow is not very obvious, I think. And then another petal here. So very loosely created petals that looks like so. And I'm just going to drop the pink in between here. I don't like how it looked like. Just stick to the yellow. Okay. Okay, just going to stop here for this one. There are ones that are a little bit high up here. So again, just loosely moving my brush around to create the shape of the flower. And I'll stop here, add some greens and see where that leads us. So I'm just going to add a little bit green here. Right? And then one line over here. This goes right so like so. And whenever you're having white or light colors, what you want to do is to create greenery that are really, really dark around it, just to make that color pop. So what I want you to learn from or walk away from this exercise is explore with your brushes, explore your brush capabilities. Try to do this, press and release exercise. See how that works for you. And this bloom effect will work well if you have a good quality paper. If you don't have a good quality paper, it will not work as well. So I think having a good quality paper is the way to go. All right, so just creating a little bit branches here. Maybe I'll add a little bit yellow just to create a little bit of interest in the colors values and hues. One more here. Okay. Okay, so I think I'm going to do one big branch over here, like so. And practice again the green. It's too dark, so I'm just gonna add a little bit of green to it. And we're just gonna, add some leaves to that. So that's what we're doing. Try not to make the leaves symmetrical because nature is not symmetrical. Have the leaf come from different angles, different shapes, and that will give your painting a little bit more interest. For this guy over here, I may just add a little bit more yellow at the center. My brush is never clean, so it had some yellow and green to it, but that's okay. Here, maybe we add a little bit of a whatever green that is. And now we just add more layers and layers of leaves around those flowers. It's too soon to add another layer on these guys because they're still wet, but these guys you can add another layer because they're dry. So this is how you can create some layers. You need to wait for the first layer to dry out completely like this, and then you can add another layer of leaves. If you add it too soon, like these guys are still wet, this guy is now wet, so we can add more interest. I need darker leaves here, so I'm going to mix some green with Payne's gray and create my dark leaves, right? And maybe one big leaf over here. Okay, and then, I mean, we can now create the vase where everything is sitting. It is a little bit of pinkish in the picture, but we can create this over here and then add the pink color, have it mix with the Payne's gray. Like so, and then you can add maybe a bit of a shadow or a tabletop. What I've done here, I've taken really dark pigment of the Payne's gray to create some shadows in the vase itself, right? And then over the sides here. I was going to say I'm happy with it, but I'm not yet happy with it because I want to have a little bit more leaves coming down this way. And I mean, knowing when to stop is an art by itself. I think I should stop soon. Okay, so with this, you see that I'm just having fun with the brush, and I'm not being very particular on how the leaves, my brush strokes would look like, and just having fun and having with the brush and having the brush do its work. And that's why I like those heritage, Princeton heritage. They're very, I won't call it flimsy, but they allow you to do a lot of nice loose shapes. Yeah, I think that's all what I want to add here. Just always nice to have a little bit splatter. I like the yellow also in it. And there you have it. So if you like the video, it will be, I'd appreciate if you like and share it or comment. Also subscribe to the YouTube channel as well as like the video, because it does help this channel to grow and to reach as many people who benefit from this. That's it, everybody. Have a great night, and until I see you next